Frozen shoulder, also called as adhesive capsulitis, causes pain and stiffness in the shoulder. Over time, the shoulder becomes very hard to move. Frozen shoulder most commonly affects people between the ages of 40 and 60 years and occurs in women more often than men. In addition, people with diabetes are at an increased risk of developing frozen shoulder. In frozen shoulder, the shoulder capsule thickens and becomes stiff and tight. Thick bands of tissue called adhesions develop. The hallmark signs of this condition are severe pain and being unable to move your shoulder either on your own or with the help of someone else. The causes of frozen shoulder are not fully understood, and also there is no clear connection to the arm dominance or occupation. Some additional medical problems associated with frozen shoulder include hypothyroidism, hyperthyroidism, Parkinson's disease, and cardiac disease. It can also occur after prolonged immobilization due to surgery, fracture, or any other injury. Hydrodilatation has emerged as a potential non-surgical option in the management of frozen shoulder. The procedure is performed under local anesthetic and takes about 15 minutes to complete, and the patient goes home immediately afterwards. For hydrodilatation or distension of glenohumeral joint capsule, we require 10 ml cocktail of local anesthetic plus 1 ml intermediately acting corticosteroid plus 30 ml of chilled sterile normal saline. In anterior rotator interval approach, the patient lies supine or semi-supine with the affected shoulder closest to the physiatrist. The shoulder is slightly extended and the elbow flexed to facilitate visualization of the rotator interval anteriorly. The transducer is placed over the anterior shoulder and a long axis view of the rotator interval with biceps at the center of the image and supraspinatus and subscapularis to either side is obtained. A 21 gauge spinal needle is introduced into the rotator interval using an oblique path within the imaging plane of the transducer, from lateral to medial. The needle tip is imaged in the real time throughout its passage from superficial to deep and is positioned in the biceps tendon sheath between the coracohumeral ligament above and biceps tendon below. After precisely placing the needle under sonography guidance, the aforementioned mixture of 40 ml is instilled for distension of capsule. There is immediate improvement in mean flexion, abduction, and external rotation, denoting improvement in range of motion parameters. There is significant lower mean VAS and SPADI values, denoting improvement of pain and functional outcome. The result further improved when combined with stretching and strengthening exercises with gradual increase in intensity. Thank you.